Welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and this is your self-love coach, and I have so many videos on my channel all about relationships and dating, and I'm sure you will find them very helpful in your relationship or dating life. So please go on and check them out, and check out my biggest interviews on my channel, which are with the biggest relationship and dating coaches from around the world. So today I want to talk to you about something that comes up a lot in dating, particularly I feel for women, also for men. So if you are a man watching this, it's definitely going to help you. But this is where we go in dating and we essentially try or we turn into somebody that isn't really who we are. And it's initially fun and it's initially easy to keep it up, but long term, we're actually unable to keep up that side of ourselves, and we're not able to do all of those things that we were doing in the beginning. So if you end up in a relationship with the person, then you'll find yourself starting to want to let things go a little bit and not able to keep up with what you were doing in the beginning. And it can even look like things, such as dressing in certain ways that you normally wouldn't do or that's really not your style, maybe going out certain places that are not really you, and that later on, that truth about who you are will come out. So it is really important that we are able to, impress somebody, and that we do try hard when we are with somebody, but that we're really authentic. And so now we want to look at some of the issues that will come out later on if we aren't being our authentic self. And then we're going to look at how can we actually be our authentic self. So firstly, we need to start with a level of confidence and self-esteem to be able to be our authentic self. And if we're not, what will happen is, we get to a point where we become really comfortable with the person. And when we do become really comfortable with the person, that is when we think we'll let our guard down a little bit. And that's when we won't try as hard to impress them or do those things, or we'll think, oh, I did that in the beginning and I don't need to do that now. And I've definitely fallen into this trap. And, where in the beginning of my relationship, I was going to the gym a lot. And that was something I was trying out, but actually going to the gym is not something that I'd probably normally do. It's something that I've never really been into. And so it can be the smallest things like this, knowing that, the person that you're seeing might be interested in something, and perhaps trying to make yourself a little more interested in it than you normally would. There is no harm in that, as long as you authentically can share that normally I'm not into it, but I'm happy to check it out. Or, normally I don't go to the footy game, so I'm happy to come to a footy game with you and see what it's like. So I think when we can be confident in who we are, and now moving on to how can we actually be authentic and be true to who we are, it's really important that we can come back to this place and ask ourselves, in this moment, am I being authentic, or am I frightened to show who I truly am, in worry that if I show who I truly am, would they like me as much? And when you get this answer, and if it's a yes, that you're worried that if you show who you truly are, that they won't like you as much, or that perhaps an ex or somebody that they were seeing before was into something in particular, so then you're trying to put yourself in that shoe where you're trying to be interested in something that you're normally not, that is when we really start running into that danger of then later on they will figure it out, and that will really impact your relationship. So it's better to know early on whether or not are they happy? Do you have enough in common as it is with you being who you authentically are and they being who they are authentically are? So you don't have any control of them being authentic, but you do have control over yourself being authentic and being as authentic as you can, because this is something that we all do struggle with. But being conscious about it and just knowing that, if you're trying to pretend to be something that you're not, how this can affect you later on, and build up confidence within who you are, and ask yourself, if you had an ideal partner that would accept you just as you are, who is it that you would be? What are the things that you're interested in? What are the things you'd keep up? What are the things that you'd stop? What are the things that you'd never want to do again? And then you can start to realize, who are you truly at this stage in your life? And that may change later on, but just know that who you are in this very moment is somebody that can be lovable. There will be a partner out there that accepts you as you are. And you don't actually have to be similar on all levels. It's great to have some things in common, and particularly when we're talking about our morals and values, which I'll make another video on. That is really important, that we have got morals and values very much similar, particularly for those bigger things in life that will become a clash at some stage and that will really matter at certain stages in life. But in terms of your general hobbies, or trying to pretend you're into something to impress them, that doesn't necessarily matter as long as you are confident in who you are. And when we're confident, we are super attractive. And that's why sometimes you will see men and women with a partner who is, you know, a little bit different from who they are, but they totally love and adore that person. And that's because that other partner will often be so confident in who they are, and they're confident in what they do and what they can give to the other partner. So I hope that if you are out there dating, that you look at this, or if you're in the earlier stages of a relationship, and if you're already in that stage of a relationship and you think, look, I've gone a little bit far with something that I shouldn't have, then don't ever be afraid to go to that person and just say that, you know I've shown I'm quite interested in this, but really I've kind of worked out that's not really, who I am, and I'm not as interested in this, or I'm more interested in something different, and this is what I'm into. And don't be afraid to show who you really are, because eventually it will come out, and it's better that you can authentically say it and show it in the earlier stages, or once you realize it and it comes to your attention, and see how they take it, and how are they when you are being your authentic self and into the things that feel right to you. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video, and thank you so much for watching.